Hello there, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. There's curls, there's scoops, there's stories. Bishop T.D. Jakes, sometimes with his sermons, he's like, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Well, get ready for the scoop, because I got you. I'm going to line up everything the way it's supposed to go, because it's a lot here. So, come on. Let's get this hug, because we got a lot to go over. I hope it was a great weekend. Here in Philadelphia, it was the Roots picnic. The reunion, the surprise reunion of Lauryn Hill, Pras, and Wyclef Jean. Who would have thought that was a surprise on Saturday night? And it was, because Pras going to jail. Being an informant or a spy for the Chinese government, he hasn't been sentenced yet. So there's still luck for those going to the Essence Fest that the Fugees will once again reunite. But Pras going to jail. And he going to do some time. He going to do about 20 years. Usher was a performer on Sunday, and for many of us, we're thinking, I've got to go to Vegas to see him. Usher was so good, and he just shows you what a real entertainer is. Eve came out looking amazing. There were just some great performances at the Roots picnic. I posted the reunion and Usher and things like that. My Instagram is WDAS Patty, but where I work, WDAS. Go on their Instagram page. It's amazing. Deja, you did that. Wendy's son is speaking. Wendy Williams' son, he's 22 years old, and he is fearing for his mom. He says, my mom needs help. He doesn't trust this team around her. He feels they're after her for her wealth, her fame, and the fact that she suffers from severe alcoholism. Now, this could be interesting. Could Big Kev be telling Little Kev, you need to go public and talk about your mom because they can't get none of the money? Little Kev had to move out of that fancy condo. He's going to probably have to get a job. Kev is used to taking the money. He was trying to probably take it all. He needs his hip replaced. He's got that baby. He's got the side joint. He needs money. He was used to getting Wendy's money. But she's under a guardianship, which really is good for her. Because her money will be gone and she'd be just thrown away. I also feel that this is not going to end well. And it's sad that she could have this once brilliant career and to this, because she's not well. And I don't trust them people around her either. I just have a feeling that one day we're going to be talking about a very sad story with Wendy. But her son is speaking and says his mother needs help. Vin Diesel, Fast and Furious, Part 2 of 10 is coming out in 2025. And Vin Diesel has been with the franchise since the beginning. Vin Diesel doesn't like competition. He didn't like when The Rock came aboard, and probably didn't like when Jason Statham came. Well, now you got Jason Momoa, who is the latest villain, who they say is charming and cunning and really a star in his own right. Vin don't like it. Vin wants you to pay attention to him. With Vin, it's all about me, 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 me. He don't like the attention with Jason, who is going on to do a Fast and Furious with The Rock. Vin Diesel's not happy. He wants all attention on him. Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're going to hear a lot about the bodybuilder turned actor, Terminator, who went on to be the governor of California for 2 terms. His book is explosive. He talks about his marriage to Maria Shriver. He married into a political dynasty. And he said at the time he married her, he felt on top of the world. But Arnold, she did not want him to go into politics and be the governor. She was furious. The marriage went sour. And he messed up big time. Arnold Schwarzenegger got the live-in housekeeper pregnant. The one that lived with them. Some of them they got to come to your house. No, she lived right there on the property with Arnold, Maria, and their 4 kids. Well, the housekeeper got pregnant, stayed working for them, pregnant and all, had the baby, had her baby around the kids. But as this young man got older, he really started to resemble Arnold Schwarzenegger. The kids he had with Maria Shriver didn't have his looks, and Arnold got strong looks. But this kid, he looked like Arnold every single day. And one day, Maria must have put 2 + 2 and 4 times 18 together and asked him, "Is this your kid?" Of course, he was scared, but he couldn't deny it because he looked just like him. And Maria Shriver went off. Who wouldn't? But it was the end of the marriage, where some people may stay. Maria was like, "I'm out. You deal with this. This is your mess." For years, the housekeeper and her son, who looked just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, they all lived together. Now, there was a recent event for FUBAR, this Netflix thing that he's doing, and all of the kids were there. Well, the kids he had with Maria do not like the outside kid. And that's what he is. He's an outside kid because he was born outside the marriage. They don't like him. And it's not the kid's fault. Arnold has apologized. He said, "I messed up my marriage. I brought hurt on my kids, all of them. I brought hurt upon the housekeeper who gave birth to my son." He also apologized. This is a really interesting book. For groping women. There was a time when people thought it was okay to just put their hands on women. And he says he apologizes for his behavior. But he says he's most sorry for the pain that he brought to the families and everybody involved. Once Maria found out about the housekeeper and the son, they had to leave the house. But he went and got him another house with a pool. Could you imagine? Maria Shriver, funny, she said, "I ain't staying here for this." Because some people be like, "Well, we're going to see if we can work it out." I'm from the school of Maria Shriver. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out of here. But the book is a fascinating look. How he went from being a bodybuilder to acting, and nobody would take him serious. It's like, "Oh, you're a bodybuilder." No, he went on to build a incredible career, and he wound up being the governor of California twice. The TLC documentary over the weekend, it was a cautious tale of the music business. I say it constantly. The music business is what? A music business. Left Eye told the truth, how Pebbles screwed them. They was winning these awards, they got all these Grammys, and they were broke. They were broke. Broke. If you missed it, it's streaming on Hulu. Now, it's a little long. It's like 2.5 hours long. But the TLC documentary, it was very interesting. Diddy's oldest son, Justin, got arrested over the weekend for driving under the influence. It was 8 a.m, Sunday morning. He ran a red light. That's when the cops stopped him. Justin's mom, Misa Hilton, the stylist, designer, she blamed everything on Puffy. She said, "I'm tired of this. My son needs to live with me. Your wild lifestyle and just acting crazy." But she slammed him pretty hard on social media. At the box office, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, because the Across is the new one that's coming. It made $121 million at the box office. Did way far than they expected. Shamik Moore voices the character Miles Morales. He's a teenager, he's Spider-Man, half black, half Puerto Rican. They did a poll of the Spider-Mans, and he was seen as one of the more popular ones. This movie they thought would only make between 80 and 90 million. It went on to make 120 million Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is coming out March of next year. So they're not going to make you wait years. You know, when you make people wait, the world literally changes. The first computer animated Spider-Man came out in 2018. And then look what happened. 2020, there was a pandemic that turned everybody on their heads. So if you're a Spidey fan, you won't have to wait real long because it's coming out next year. In Philadelphia, some people call them Comic Cons or fan cons, when you get to meet the stars of old shows and comic books and all that. Well, Michael J. Fox was there, and he's really battling Parkinson's disease. They had him at this fan con in Philly. He's in really bad shape. He fell. I mean, he fell. Why is he doing these fan coms? I thought it was strange because I don't know. I'm not making fun as I tell this story, but I guess they didn't know where to grab because he was flailing all over the place. And I'm thinking, well, why was he there? I know you want to meet your fans, but you're not well enough. I mean, he fell. You know, somebody fall and you feel it for them. That's exactly how we fell. Other box office notables: The Little Mermaid taking in $40 million. Actor Tyler James Williams, we know him from Everybody Hates Chris, and now one of the stars of Abbott Elementary is Eddie Gregory. Well, he gave an interview over the weekend stating he is not gay. He says there's been so many rumors and speculation, and how damaging it is that it's a dangerous practice to force people out of the closet. And I agree. Some people have to be ready because some people don't want to be known. The minute you say, you know, what you are, you're defined. Some people just like, can you just like me? Not who I love or choose to be with. Can you just like me? But he came out and he says that he's not gay. I guess they noticed, I don't know, his interviews, you don't really hear about his private life. But Tyler James Williams shocked a lot of people. Jonathan Majors and Megan Good, the publicity stunt romance continues because this week he's doing court. They were spotted overseas in Morocco and shopping. I know he's got to be back in the States, finish up this trip because he must show up in court. I believe it is on the 8th. I talked about the Fugees. Changes on the NBC news front. The very popular show Meet the Press. Chuck Todd is stepping down. Not until the fall. But his replacement is a Philadelphia gal, Kristen Walker. Her mom is a big real estate lady. But Kristen Walker is going to be the new host of Meet the Press come this fall. It really is a series now, with the Miami Heat beating the Denver Nuggets on Sunday night, and Game 3 is Wednesday night. I love Jimmy Butler. He used to be on the Sixers, and they got rid of him, and I'm like, But everyone thought that the Nuggets would sweep. They're not sweeping this one, with the Heat winning. Bruno Mars is coming back. I got Bruno news. This is going to be a new project. No Anderson .Paak, and I don't know if he's going to be back with the Hooligans, but it's new music coming from Bruno Mars. It's coming next year, as well as a tour that's going to go well into 2025. He has a Las Vegas residency, and he actually did some dates. He was on stage with Babyface. What a moment. But he was on stage with Babyface. He's doing it and preparing for the new solo project from Bruno Mars, which is coming out real soon. I think I went over everything. There was so much. It was just one of them days where it was just a lot. But what do you think? Are you shocked about the Arnold Schwarzenegger thing? I could not imagine. We're here in the housekeeper and the housekeeper's kid, and I keep looking, and and this kid look like my husband. How humiliating for Maria Shriver. Wendy Williams' son, finally speaking. This is a sad situation. I'm sorry, y'all. It's sad. And I just don't feel good about it. And what a fall from grace. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I asked a lot of questions today. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel so you never, ever have to miss anything. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.